Holiday World. Free parking, right?
Oh, yeah.
Still?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, they used to.
And free soda, right?
Yep. Yeah. Drink stations. Why doesn't every park run like that?
Because they're not in a holiday.
There you go.
So, my dad joke of the day.
Gonna be a scorcher today. What's it at right now?
No.
What does the car say?
88.
88. It is 10 a.m. Still good to be back at Holiday World.
You got all the families trying to get out of the trunk and...
Jeez. That's the worst part about parking like this. People fleeing their doors open.
Yep.
Like trying to park. Eager to get into the park. Alright. Hey guys, Theme Park Mark here. And I am back at Holiday World. Parked around 10 o'clock. I wasn't feeling 100%, so decided to take a little bit of a rest. It is 10:30 now, so it's about a half-hour rest. It is 88 degrees out, so it is pretty darn hot, and it's been hot the past few days as well, so I think the heat has been finally getting to me. But now I'm ready to go, refreshed, and ready to head on into the park. So excited to get back on Voyage, Thunderbird, Legend, maybe Raven. I don't know, that gave me a headache last year if you watched the vlog. But yeah, just gonna kind of take it easy because of the heat. They do have free drinks in this park, so can always have a chill out at any time. But let's head on in, see what kind of rides we can get. Happy to take you guys along with me for the ride as always. Let's giddy up. It's good to be back at Holiday World. I don't know if you guys probably noticed that in the intro there, my face is not as red as my shirt. Product of the heat. I have put sunscreen on, of course, as always. Not really feeling sunburnt at all, but always something to watch out for, especially in the heat of summer here. So I'm heading on in. As I mentioned yesterday, Kai and Nathan are here with us. It is their first visit to the park, so it'd be nice to get on some of their first rides. Rolo's here as well. Believe he's filming a vlog, I hope so. But I'm going to try and catch up to them first. I think they did Raven, which I didn't particularly care for last year. It's a little bit on the rough side. I might give it a go later on if I'm feeling better. But for now, head on into Holiday World and catch up with them and see where they're at. So story time. So head on over to the entrance. Rolo I met last year at Six Flags America. Kind of bonded. None of the rides were really open last year. And just kind of ran into each other a couple times throughout the day. So just started hanging out and been friends since. Kai and Nathan also part of the group. They weren't there at that time, but we met later on, and yeah, we're all friends now and hanging out riding coasters, which is fantastic. Love this community. Great way to meet new people, make friends. But yeah, story time over. Time to head on to Holiday World. Oh, by the way, they're all from California too. Southern California though, of course, in Northern. But I do see them, of course, when I come down for Southern California visits, as well as on the way back to my original home, which is Phoenix, Arizona. So, all right, security time. Let's head on in. Of course, the first thing you see right by the entrance is Raven. I'll be skipping for now. I'm gonna head on in now. The Christmas Plaza when you first enter. As the name of the park implies, these sections of the park are themed to various holidays. So here we get Christmas in July. I'm gonna head on down to Halloween for the Legend. I texted the guys, hopefully they can wait for me for a few minutes as I make my way down there. I wouldn't mind my first ride being on Legend today rather than Voyage, just to test it out and see if that rest break really worked. Let's head on into the Halloween area. Been here to this park quite a few times. I like to think I know where I'm going, but it can be kind of a maze. There's a big water park situated right in the center of the park. And all coasters and rides all surrounding it. It's a hot day, very, very hot, as I alluded to. Hopefully not mention it too much more. Don't want to get too repetitive. But anyway, I expect a lot of people to be at the water park. So hopefully that leaves lines a little bit shorter. I don't know, the Ravens line's looking a little long, but Maybe it's because everybody goes to it first thing. So I'm gonna head to Legend, which I believe is right there. Got Rolo here. Here's Nathan, and here's Kai. Both first visits to this park, right? And we're about to ride the Legend. Nope. Always a long line. Row 3 ride there on the Legend, just as insane as I remember it. Couldn't do hands up this time. I usually do, but it being my first ride after kind of being a little sick, I wasn't quite sure how I'd react. That is a wild ride. The never-ending helix is just crazy. Airtime, fantastic. It can be a little bit on the rougher side, but it didn't quite shake me up as much as Raven did last year. So I think up next, the plan is to go to Good Gravy. And then after that, it's going to be the Voyage, which will be, I think, number 300 for Kai and number 200 for Nathan. Fantastic milestone coaster, I gotta say. There is the Voyage in the Thanksgiving area. We're gonna skip this for right now since they're at 198 and 298 respectively. So Good Gravy first, then this masterpiece, my favorite wooden coaster, the Voyage. Good Gravy, Vekoma Family Boomerang. Rode this last year. Good family fun, I think. Skipped Snoopy's yesterday at Kings Island, which is pretty much the same thing. I like the theming of this a little bit better. So I'm gonna have a ride on this. Good Gravy. Anybody know what this is? Is it like Soul Spin at Kings Island? Or is this some sort of suspended Ferris wheel? I don't know. Getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, looks yummy. Let's go for a Row 9 ride on Good Gravy. The gravy.
Are you lying? Time for gravy.
gravy. I mean, it's a good family coaster. There's no airtime on it. Spike's okay. It's just good for the kiddos. I think I said that last year too. Anyway, Voyage next. Despite it being crazy hot out, I am excited for the Voyage. Best wooden coaster on the planet. Not about #1 overall, but it's excellent. So let's have a ride on the Voyage. Let's go for a Road 3 ride on the Voyage. 200, 300, let's go. I ain't doing no stupid thing. Well, then you didn't have to pick this one.
See, we could have just waited for the front row. The way we got sniped.
Yeah, would have been faster. Well, we're on.
There's so much land.
Yeah, they can expand.
Let's go, Voyage.
Love it. There's the trim. As amazing as I remember.
You like that? Oh, man.
Best wooden coaster?
Really rough.
Yes. Voyage. What an incredible ride that is. That first airtime hill is fantastic. It's pretty much the only smooth part of the ride though, other than the lift hill. It can be a little rough in sections. I think that's part of its charm though. It didn't beat me up too much. I did have to keep my hands down on this ride. Because again, still feeling the effects from this morning a little bit, but yeah, definitely gonna have to have more rides on this throughout the day. Voyage, best wooden coaster in my opinion. You guys let me know. Voyage, Beast, El Toro. I don't know, what do you guys think is top dog? All right, time for a B&M launched wing coaster. Thunderbird, better than Rapterra. Yes. So yeah, Voyage was Kai's number 200, and it was Nathan's number 300. So let's have what is it, 201 and 301 now?
301.
The best wing coaster in my opinion, Thunderbird. Made a long hike here up the hill to Thunderbird. Seems very quiet over here compared to the rest of the park. I guess people didn't want to make the hike. Let's have a ride on this B&M wing coaster, Thunderbird. So good. And not bumpy in the outer seat in the back row. Raptera. Thunderbird definitely did not disappoint. I sat in the back row outer seat just to test to see if it was as bumpy as Raptera. Nowhere near as bumpy as Raptera. I don't know what's going on with that coaster at King's Dominion, but it was very bumpy on the outer seats. This one, smooth. I remember very intense too, very snappy launch too out of this building right here. I love Thunderbird. The near miss, the slow roll at the end. These inversions are intense too at the start. Used to almost gray out on those. It's a hot day, so I would have thought I was gonna gray out on it, but well, did not this time. Guess I've just ridden way too many coasters now. But yeah, definitely gonna have another ride on Thunderbird later on. I think right now might be a little bit of a chill out time. Have some lunch, beverage, just relax for a little bit, get out of the sun, and we'll continue on with more rides. Oh, look at all this space out here by Thunderbird. I'm assuming Holiday World owns this land. Yes, maybe. Can they build a B&M Giga out here? Love to see it. Probably never gonna happen, but that'd be awesome. All right, so we are gonna head on out of here and see what Santa Claus, Indiana has to offer. But before that, can't resist another ride on the Voyage on the way out. And we'll be back later for more rides.
Saturday in the park.
Probably has been.
And when we change,
Whew, back row and Voyage, my goodness. That is the row. Such an incredible coaster, my goodness. The double down there in the tunnel, I'm like out of my seat on the back row on that. First airtime hill, of course, amazing. Yeah, Voyage, definitely coming back for more rides on this. For now, it is break time. We're gonna check out Santa Claus, Indiana, and we're gonna come back for more rides later on. Alright, just had some lunch there at S&S Barbecue and Pizzeria. It's very good. It's about a mile or so from Holiday World. It's about 3 o'clock. Probably gonna take a little bit of a chill out in the car and the air conditioning, and then head back to Holiday World for some more rides. It is 5 o'clock and we are back at Holiday World. Just took a peek at the entrance. We're driving on in. Looked like a lot of people were leaving. Well, there's more so than coming in anyway. And yeah, the lines have been great today so far. Most people at the water park, like I said. The longest wait I think was for Legend, which is like a 15-minute wait. Everything else has been about 10 minutes, 5 minutes. So I head on in. I think I'm gonna start with the Raven. Hopefully it doesn't beat me up, but it probably will. See if it's any better than last year anyway. So I'm gonna start there. There's a Scrambler ride I wanted to ride, and I'll probably have another ride on the Legend as well. So let's head back in for some more rides here at Holiday World. 25 years, free unlimited soft drinks. They have been needed today, that's for sure. Also free parking, free sunscreen. Love this park. Head back into the Halloween land over here for Raven. And Raven is a landmark CCI coaster. One thing I do wish they had here was indoor entertainment, which like Jack Halder's Theater that we saw, Cedar Point, Class of '99. It's not the only show that I know of here. Is this dive show over here, but obviously it's outside. Alright, heading into the Raven. Remember that long line when I first entered the park? It was pretty much stretching out here. Yeah, there's no one now. Supposed to have a ride on Raven. Let's go for a row 11 ride on Raven. Row 11, Raven. Yeah, it's still rough. Oh my goodness. The first drop was smooth. Really, the first kind of section was fairly smooth. It just got rough as the coaster went on, especially at the very end. Extremely bumpy, extremely shaky. It's definitely the roughest of the wooden coasters here. Easily. We're going a Scrambler ride next. I'll have another ride on the Legend, which is the much better CCI. It's called the Scarecrow Scrambler, so let's have a ride. Wow. I love a good scrambler. Scarecrow Scrambler. Right across from the Legend. Let's have another ride on this. Front row on the Legend. Yeah, much better than Legend in my opinion. Love that helix, so good. I love how it kind of weaves in and out of the water park slides. Such a great ride, Legend. Did see a wave swinger over here. I'll probably do that next. Grab something to drink here real quick as well, and I'll continue on. Break is over. I'm actually gonna have a ride on the log flume here, Frightful Falls. Saw that there was no line, so I'll have a ride on this and then the wave swinger. legend. Not so bad. Frightful Falls. It's always the small drops that get you. That time it was the small drop right before the lift there at the end. I pretty much like dumped a bucket of water in my lap. So I'm already starting to dry off, so not bad at all. I'm gonna continue on to the wave swinger next. Called Hallow Swings. So let's have a ride on this wave swinger.
Oh, that's not really long.
Hallow Swings. Love a good wave swinger. I'm gonna head back towards the Voyage next. We have about, I think, 2 hours or so left before the park closes. And I'm back in the Thanksgiving area. Another ride on the Voyage.
Like, did you know he emailed Holiday World as me, as Kai. He's like, hello, my name is Kai, and my stepfather would like to... And then, because you guys went on Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
he did.
Yeah. So leaving the park Friday, he asked like one of the attendants, and then the attendants was like, hey, basically, like we're not checking ID.
Yeah.
Like if we're on verbal, like if they say that's your dad, like we're gonna honor it. So
we don't care. Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah. Front row on the Voyage. Oh, such an amazing ride. I love it. Definitely the best wooden coaster on the planet. Gonna head over to Thunderbird. It's about 20 minutes before the actual park closes at 8 o'clock. But I think we were told that we can enter the line for Voyage at 8:30. So we're probably gonna try that and head on up to Thunderbird for one more ride before finishing up back at the Voyage. 7:49, and it is closed. Interesting. Still just launching rides, but that's kind of a bummer. Didn't get the second ride here on Thunderbird. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. We were in the gift shop earlier for Thunderbird, and the lady told us that it was going to close at 8 for the fireworks and drone show, which is fair enough. Get up there at 7:49, and yeah, the sign's already out. Can't ride. Like, that's not 8 o'clock. Oh well. Anyway, back on down the hill and back to the Voyage.
oh, it's much cooler now.
Yes. Finally.
It's considered a night ride.
No. But it's close. Guess the sun is down.
Twilight ride.
Oh, here we go. Alright, finished up with the back row ride there on Voyage. It is now closed. And yeah, it's about 8:30, I think. So, yeah, that'll wrap things up here from Holiday World. Got 4 rides there on Voyage, and it actually turned out to be a pretty wonderful day. It's actually raining right now, which is kind of crazy considering how hot it was all day. But yeah, still had a fun time. Did ride Thunderbird. Wish I got a second ride on it, but that's no big deal. I got Legend a couple times, Raven, but there is this one, the Voyage. So thanks so much, guys, for watching. As always, up next in the next vlog is going to be Kentucky Kingdom. The return to that park as this trip rolls on. So I'm going to start the long drive back to Cincinnati, and then it's down to Louisville tomorrow. So stay tuned for that in the next vlog. So with that, signing off from Holiday World. Take care, guys. Till next time, Holiday World.